What's up and welcome to My Point of View. I am your fat and opinionated host and I have some breaking news. This one right here has me scratching my head. But apparently Tucker Carlson is out at Fox News. Now, I don't know if he chose to move on himself. I don't know if he was fired. At the time of this recording, that information has yet to make it out. Now, things may change by the time you watch this video, but right now, everyone is questioning what is really happening here. Now, in my opinion, obviously something is going on here because it's not like they gave him a send-off to where he has his final episode and then he rides off into the sunset. No, this announcement just randomly came out this morning. And they stated that he already did his last show. It's already over. So I know a lot of people are confused by this, but maybe I can try to make some sense out of it. For one, people are sold the illusion that CNN and MSNBC are on a totally different side than Fox News. But in reality, they are all mainstream news outlets, and all of them are extremely concerned about people like me, about people on YouTube and other social media sites who cover the news, who are getting more views and who are doing better than them. You see, the legacy media, the mainstream media, whatever you want to call it, it's clearly on its way out. And as it's on its way out, not only are these big corporations losing control, the government is losing control of the narrative. The powers that be don't want you to have all of these different options where you can get your news. The powers that be don't want you to have all of these social media influencers that can cover news stories from their perspective and can give you honest opinions from a different angle. They don't want that. They want to control the narrative. So if it's Fox News, CNN, even though they may be telling you two different things, it's all part of the establishment. Now, I know Tucker Carlson is a controversial figure. Personally, I don't really watch the mainstream news. I don't really watch Tucker Carlson. I have nothing against him. I just don't watch this stuff. But I know he's been controversial, and I know that he sometimes touches on things that most people in the mainstream media don't. So in my opinion, I believe they want this dude out of there. Because what we're watching right now is like their last grasp at control. Over the past couple of weeks, I've been dealing with something really weird on my main YouTube channel. This is not my main YouTube channel. My main channel is the Cinema Shogun channel, which has around 90,000 subscribers. I was on my way to 100K. But then I made the mistake of making a couple of videos that I guess the powers that be did not like. For one, we went in depth about the Dalai Lama and the weird stuff that he was doing. And we also talked about the Trump indictment. And there were a few other topics as well as like what's going on in East Palestine that I've been touching on. And I've noticed that they have kind of like put like they're throttling my channel, if you will. Like they've put I don't want to necessarily call it a shadow ban, but like they're purging people from my channel. They aren't sending my subscribers notifications. They're unsubscribing people from my channel. And what I think is going on here is we're leading up to a big election. Possibly the biggest election this country has ever seen. Now, before we get there, they want to try to control the narrative however they can. So in my opinion, we are going to witness, and we already are, a crackdown on social media. A lot of big YouTube channels, way bigger than mine, have had videos deleted, scrubbed. We've seen channels demonetized. They're getting ripped off of the platform, all because they want to clear the way for places like Fox News, CNN, and what have you. Now, it may be hard for some to believe that the people at Fox News and the people at CNN are batting for the same team. But I'm telling you right now that that is how this stuff goes. And in my opinion, that's how politics goes. There's not enough stuff going on in politics right now that would convince me that we actually have two parties. I mean, don't get me wrong. We have rogue politicians out there that I think are doing a better job than others. But in reality, I think most of them are pushing us to the same point while pretending that they're fighting back. Because if people were really fighting back, if these politicians were really fighting back, we wouldn't be where we're at today. So I think Tucker Carlson is the biggest target out of everyone, and they wanted to go ahead and take him out. Now, I don't think this is the end for him. Tucker Carlson is in many ways bigger than Fox News. Like when I think of Fox News, I think of Tucker Carlson, and that's the only thing that really comes to mind when I think of Fox News. So Tucker will probably go on, maybe create his own thing. Like, you know, there's so many things out there these days. He'll create his own news business. Who knows where he will land? I don't think he will land on another news network. But then again, hey, I don't know how these things go. And I don't know what his plans are and how he feels about things. But I think he is a big enough personality that he could start something on his own and probably be more successful than he was at Fox. But as I was saying, I think this all just goes hand in hand with the crackdown that we are witnessing right now, as they try whatever they can to silence people, to get rid of people, so they can pave the way, so they have just an open road to control the narrative. They don't want all of these traffic lanes, and they damn sure don't want you all getting information from anyone else. They want you to get it from them, so you're brainwashed and you never know the truth about what is going on. That is what they want, 100%. So it's hard for me to believe that this Tucker Carlson situation doesn't tie in to the censorship and everything that we're already dealing with. I think it goes hand in hand together. And, you know, I say that as a creator who over the past couple of weeks, over the past couple of months, actually, I've witnessed weird things going on behind the scenes and how they've been suppressing my videos and my content. And I'm just a small creator. You know, so imagine how things get for people like Tucker. So, like I said, I can't sit here and confirm this is what's happening. But if you ask me, I think it's the most likely scenario. I think we are seeing the establishment, we are seeing the powers that be desperately try to grasp for whatever type of control they could possibly get. Because it's almost too late. People are tuning into YouTube shows and stuff more than they are the mainstream news outlets. They know that. And yes, I know that Tucker Carlson was a mainstream news reporter, but in many ways, I think he did things that they weren't necessarily comfortable with. And that's why they wanted to go ahead and get rid of him before the next election cycle, because who knows what type of shady stuff is going to go on. And maybe they think that Tucker is a loose cannon who maybe would expose some of those things or say some of those things on air that they don't want him to say. But I guess we will have to sit back and wait to find out what actually happened here. Let me know what you think happened down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you all in the next video.